In the weeks since Maduro's ouster, Venezuela has entered a transitional phase of promise along with deep uncertainty. U.S. diplomats are back in Caracas, sanctions are being reevaluated, and oil exports are moving again. For most in the country, though, these high-level developments feel distant. Daily life remains unstable, with few believing that removing one man means the system has changed.
I mean, as a matter of fact, we don't feel free yet. Do you understand? Because for someone to truly be free, the country needs to be stable, you know?
Every other time I've been to the bridge behind me between Colombia and Venezuela, it's been the scene of absolute chaos, mostly Venezuelans trying to flee their country and get across into Colombia. And I wondered if coming back this time, now that Maduro is gone, there'd be Venezuelans heading back home. But that's not really the case. As a matter of fact, there's probably more journalists on that bridge right now than there are Venezuelans. That's because the Venezuelans say, while they're very happy that Maduro is gone, the regime is still in place, and they're not going to go back home until they know that they can do so safely and not be under the thumb of what's left of the Maduro regime. As the future remains uncertain on the Venezuelan side, shockwaves are being felt across the region, especially here in Colombia. President Trump's hard line on regional security and narco-trafficking puts him on a collision course with President Gustavo Petro, who has accused Washington of interfering with Colombia's internal affairs. That tension has spilled into the streets, where Petro supporters voiced their anger, not just at U.S. policy, but at what they see as a threat to their sovereignty.
I come here with my wife and my baby to make the demonstration to defend the sovereignty of Colombia. In different countries, especially this one in Venezuela and also Panama and Mexico and Brazil, there's a lot of pressure from the U.S. against our governments. So this is a demonstration because yesterday and the day before, there were basically threats against our country and our president, so that's not very nice. We have our problems, our country is not perfect, yours has your problems, they're not perfect, but we just need to be making business, being respectful with each other, and that's it.
Just moments before taking the stage, President Petro received a phone call from President Trump. When he returned and stepped to the podium, he took a more subdued tone.
Today I planned to give one speech, but now I have to give another. This isn't very easy.
Since then, both governments have dialed back the rhetoric. Petro has accepted an invitation to visit the White House in February, and officials on both sides say future talks will focus on security, drug trafficking, and regional stability. For Venezuelans watching from the sidelines, diplomatic signals and economic headlines mean little without real change.
This is what we expected to happen. But why did they take him without taking all the rest?
Until stability, safety, and a functioning economy hopefully transpires, most Venezuelans say they'll keep waiting. For now, the border remains open, and hope remains fragile. From Bogotá, Colombia, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.